So Jeff is from Michigan originally. Shailene is actually from Canada, but moved to Arizona and lived in Sedona.
Oh, that checks out.
Yeah. And they met through Facebook through a mutual friend. He came out to Sedona. He was living in Hawaii. Started like a travel blog, but it was also like kind of weird spiritual thing. Yeah.
He's just trying to find something.
Yeah. She introduced him into the twin flame theory. He had never heard of it before her. And then now he claims to be God. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that escalated very quickly.
Yeah. In high school, we had to make masks in art class based on like another piece of art that we made.
Yeah.
And we had to accentuate a piece of the face. So like you could make a bigger nose, make a bigger lips, whatever. Someone in my class asked to paper mache because we like had to lay for our masks to like have it be our face.
Yeah.
Someone asked me to lay so they could paper mache my lips and add it to their mask.
You have great lips, though.
You do. Yeah.
I was sure.
You have great lips because when you smile, your lips still stay full. When I smile,
No,
my top lip goes away.
It goes away.
But yours, you've got like a little.
Thanks. There it be.
Oh, there it is.
No spoilers.
I once got told by an ex-boyfriend that I had nice lips for a white girl.
Oh.
I've been told that as well, actually, by several black men. Which is fine. I'll take it. I'll take that compliment.
Yeah.
It's free.
Compliment me.
Except I had already gotten the ick.
Oh, well.
And so that was like more ick.
You're like, please stop. Say less.
Yeah, say less. Especially because he was touching my lips at the time. Ooh. Yeah.
You have nice lips.
Don't touch my lips.
No.
Well, he was doing the like, yeah.
Trying to be cute.
No, there's a lot of ick.
No. There are very few men who can pull that off.
I have blueberry.
What'd you have for breakfast?
Blueberry pancake. Protein pancake.
One of mine?
Yeah, James told me. Okay.
One of mine. We have more Kodiak. We have more Kodiak mix, and I have blueberries in the fridge.
I'm also willing to share. If I bring
I also had 2.
I'm willing to share. A serving size is 3.
Well, I had 2.
I had waffles.
Waffles.
Yeah, we stayed up way too late last night.
Yeah, I could tell you were texting me at past midnight when I woke up.
I wanted to get that post up.
Yeah.
I know.
Wasn't my edit so cute?
And I was like
you did. I was like, go to sleep.
Did you like my edit?
I loved it. It was great.
Do you want to hate me?
Sure.
Do you want to know how long it took me to do it?
About 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fucking obnoxious.
Like maybe 15.
I hate her.
Oh no.
And then when she like adds stuff, it maybe takes her an extra 5. To Destiny.
Especially because like, I don't know, there's something with editing. Like once you teach me how to do something, my brain just gets it.
Yes, automatically. But you have to like be guided to it and then you're good.
Yeah.
That's why I like getting on phone calls with you on
So when you showed me how to separate and like do the thing, I was like, okay, and now I can just do it.
And when we told you how to zoom in, you were like, okay, I got it. And then you were unleashed.
And now I'm like, and I love hotkeys. It's one of my favorite things, like, because I use them in my job a lot. Like command that Control Z. I love a Control Z.
She's a lifesaver.
She has saved my ass so many times.
No regret.
Oh god,
regret.
Especially like working for a law firm.
Oh yeah.
And accidentally deleting something.
All of it. Yeah. I always delete like all of the thing, and then I'm like.
They did tell me a horror story of
They always tell horror stories.
No, well, it was like
tales.
Basically of like this paralegal who like basically sought revenge when she was leaving the company.
Ooh.
And so she went in and deleted every file that she had ever worked on, which is fully not legal.
Like a hard delete?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's messed up.
She deleted like years of backed up.
Although
they're like, we got it on the cloud.
Yeah.
I will say, especially in the last place that I worked, I used to save everything on my Google Drive desktop and not in like the company folders because I'm an asshole. And when they let go of people and there's no file transfer or information transfer, which, by the way, whose idea was that to let the girl who's been here for 4 years? Yeah, I was like, oh, all my shit is on the drive and you just deleted my user, which means everything from the years that I've been here is now gone as a director level person. You have fun with that one, buddy cakes.
Yeah.
Not my problem. Not my monkeys. What is that saying?
Not my monkeys. Not my circus. Not my monkeys.
There you go.
Know what I wish I could get access to though?
What?
My high school email, because our high school had like specific Google accounts through the school district, and like I don't know, I had like some projects in there that I would love to be able to go back and read, or like stuff I don't have copies of. Old some like scripts I'd written for theater classes, stuff like that. Like I just don't have access to any of it. And then I found out that like there's a way to gain access to it, but it's like they make it really difficult. You have to like go through your school and like
well, that makes sense because it's their servers.
Like request your records, and that's only if they maybe backed them up from your graduating class. Like
maybe,
yeah.
And your graduating class is probably a new like that
server,
process was probably like a new process. So who knows if they even have it because we didn't.
Yeah, no.
I was what 4 years, however many years behind you. We did not have emails.
No,
we were allowed to have like full access to the internet at that point.
Ugh,
they didn't have the school like gates or whatever on the internet, so you can just.
They didn't figure out until towards the end of my senior year about Tumblr. So we had full access to Tumblr until like almost, which is basically having full access to the whole internet.
Yeah.
At least Tumblr of 2010 to 2014.
Ours was YouTube because YouTube started when I was in high school, and we had full access to all of YouTube, so we could do whatever we wanted while we had a computer.
Mine was Pinterest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's about right.
They figured it out though, like mid-year, and I still like the day that I was like, guys.
Yeah.
I was just joking around.
Yeah.
But there were like our school also had like pockets of where the phone signal was better, and so like you could get better internet on your phone in some areas than in others. But I also like the amount that technology has advanced just in my lifetime is insane.
Yeah.
But just in the 4 years I was in high school too, like because I started high school with a flip phone.
Same.
Ended high school with an iPhone.
Yeah. Wow.
And so.
And I started high school with no phone and ended high school with a flip phone.
Yeah. Yeah. I had my first little cell phone freshman year, and then and that was still in the days of like you were terrified if you accidentally hit the internet button.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was a button.
A full button.
Do you remember what your first phone was?
I have it.
Do you really?
I don't have mine. But it was a little purple Sprint flip phone, but it had like a BlackBerry keyboard, so it didn't have to have T9, which was really nice. And then
I loved T9.
The front flip
text under my desk.
Right. I had a full keyboard, so I could like.
So you could still feel it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then the front little thing was like a little touch screen because it was also like a combo
fancy
flip phone MP3 player.
I had like a pink Sprint flip phone with the antenna that pops out. And T9 and I still have it.
Phone.
I still have like my first 3 or 4 phones.
I have one of your old phones.
You do? Which one?
I have the chocolate.
Oh yeah. We also, my mom and I went to the Ellen DeGeneres show a couple of times when she first started working for the airlines because we can go to LA for free.
Yeah.
And then get onto the show for free because it was lottery based.
Did you ever go during the Christmas?
I did. So I got to go to one of the
and they got the
giveaways. We got the tech day. So I got a phone,
a laptop,
a really weird laptop. It was all like janky. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You got one of those original fold out charging mats
that worked for like a week.
Yeah, because it was like a prototype. Like those weren't. They're given widely used yet.
They're given to the show for free.
Yeah.
Because it's free promo, right?
Yeah.
But it was really fun because the first show that we went to, something went wrong. So the whole audience got to come back.
Oh.
So we got to come back for the Christmas giveaway days. Yeah. And it was like the 3rd day.
Oh, shoot.
Nice. It was a very odd experience.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, Ellen's odd.
I always wanted
Ellen
to
is
go
odd.
To a taping.
To something.
I was also very into Kelly and at that time-ish, Michael. Was when I watched it a lot, but
Kelly and Michael.
Michael Strahan, Kelly Ripa.
Kelly Ripa.
Yes. Regis and Kelly.
After Regis retired.
Yeah.
she had Michael Strahan as her co-host.
That's so funny. Our generations are based on who was the host of that show. Because mine is Regis and
Kathy Lee.
Kathy Lee.
Oh.
I do remember
Kathy Lee.
watching episodes of Regis and Kathy.
But
Keep
I
going.
loved morning television.
Mhm.
And so I really always wanted to go to a taping for that. But I never got to. And I don't really care to now.
And
No,
now
I
it's
wouldn't want to
her
now.
and her husband. Yeah. Because
Oh.
Riverdale's done, so now he's...
I do love them.
I loved them when they were on, what was that show she did? The sitcom, Hope and
Faith
and Hope.
the sister show.
I never
It was
watched
so
it.
good. I loved that show.
It was a good
and
show.
he came on and played like a baseball player.
Yeah.
And then ended up playing, their characters ended up getting together.
Yeah. It did flop.
It did flop. It probably had like 2 seasons, but I loved it.
Oh, were you backwards? There you go. We're going.
There we go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to your appetizer episode. Kelly's pretty. Halsey's pretty.
All of a sudden, I was like, my cord is on the other side of my head.
Yeah.
And you're
I was
used
like,
to it
this
being
doesn't
over
make sense.
here.
I do the toss over the shoulder.
I do too,
Is it-
but mine's wrapped around the chair. We're
Oh.
kind of struggling today because it's a Saturday of
Speak
pod
for
weekend.
yourself.
Okay, well, Halsey is an
Halsey's
adult.
thriving.
For
I'm just
once.
trying to survive.
As usual, Kelly, Jansen, and Bailey and James stayed up too late again.
We'll learn our lesson eventually.
Eventually.
I went to bed at like 9:30.
You know, I'm doing all
10.
right.
Something like that.
The eye bags are still very much eye bagging, but we're okay. We're alive.
Yeah.
Today we're gonna try something new for your appetizer episode. We are we're gonna just chat with you,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do TBT.
Yeah.
Because-
Kelly and I have like a joint subject today.
Yes, and we just want to see how it goes.
Yeah.
To be a little more loose with how we do appetizer episodes and like just chill together and
Yeah.
see what we see. But let's get TBT done because the both of us have been watching an ungodly amount of television in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I'm still behind, even though I've watched an ungodly amount of television.
There's just been so much.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, we put together a little PowerPoint.
And it's so cute.
So we can help stay on track.
On track, but also help Halsey understand who the
Who
heck
I'm
we're talking
looking
about.
at.
Before we
So
get
excited.
started, though, we're going to do something a little different about calls to action. We're going to do calls to action right now.
Yeah.
Because you just engaged with us. You're here with us. Now, we're going to remind you, please rate and subscribe and comment and share and do all the things to help us get seen a little bit more. We are on Blood and Contracts on everything. YouTube, TikTok, all the podcasts. We're doing really well. It's been a great couple of weeks for us, and we are getting seen by more people, especially on YouTube, but you're not subscribing, which is really rude. So you see us on shorts and then you don't subscribe. Sometimes you do. It's not nice. So yeah, please follow us so that we can get this to be huge.
Here's what I would love you to do. Because we're about to go into TVT. Pause right now.
Ooh,
Scroll down.
ooh.
Comment. Little tea emoji. Little
Well,
beverage.
Spill it.
Yeah.
Little sip.
What are you sipping on
Sip,
today?
Also, if you make it through the episode and you've watched past appetizers, do you like this?
Yeah.
Do you like our?
Do you like us?
Do you
Validate
like
me.
the
Do
new
you like
format
me?
of just like chatting? Do you want like
Yeah.
actual segments,
Formats.
formats? Let
Yeah.
us know.
Okay, thank you. That's all we need. Get your homework done and in on time, please.
Yes.
Oh, my eyes are twitching.
Should we do happies and crappies actually before we do TVT?
Sure.
Yeah, let's just do a little recap.
Yeah. So
happies
we're
and
also
crappies.
switching up where happies and crappies go because we just need to talk about our week up fronts. Halsey, do you want to go first this time?
Sure.
What was your happy and your crappy of the last couple of weeks?
My crappy.
Good week.
No, I had a crappy.
Oh, okay.
No, my crappy was like, it was just like a rough week at work, but not in like a I don't even know how to explain it. It was just like really busy. I think it was also a lot of like it's leading up to the holidays, and so
Yeah.
people are very much in a rush to like get things
And
done.
they're like intense and on edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of
get it
like
done now.
Yeah.
I, without going into too much detail about my private life, of work in estate planning, and so I deal with a lot of death on a day-to-day basis of like clients dying or people calling in because their relative died and now they need to know what to do to avoid or to like go through probate and all this stuff. So it can get a little dark. But the happy is that I hit my 90 days and
I give you a little Twilight.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I always appreciate it, especially in the current weather in Phoenix right now. It's very
rainy
weather.
I was like, it's not gonna rain, and it did.
The last this whole last week at work though was my favorite because it looked like it was 4 o'clock all day.
Oh yeah, I do like that.
Perfect. It was gloomy and glorious, and I could like have the door open and fresh air, and so nice. But yeah, so I am now qualified for insurance. Which is great because I have not had health insurance for the last 3 months, which means I haven't gone to therapy in 3 months.
Yeah.
Rough. And all my meds are about to run out because I only had a 90-day supply.
Great timing.
And I've maybe been stretching them a little bit.
Weaning one every day.
Cutting it in half.
But yeah, no, it's been good. I had a really great what's it called with my 90-day not review, but kind of a review, basically just like a 90-day check-in. And it was really nice, and she was just super affirming, and
we love that.
I love when Halsey has positive bosses because you can tell the difference. It's so significant.
Well, because I've just had a lot of really bad ones.
But you, as a Cancer, you're impacted by your authority figures so intensely. So when they're bad authority figures, the world is ending in Halsey's brain. You know. Well,
and it was nice because I felt like I could still come to her with like hey, this is an aspect of this job that I don't think is really working for any of us, but including like really specifically me. And she took it so beautifully and just had so much empathy and grace about it that it was just really cool. And also it was like, okay, let's fix that.
I love that within 90 days you had something to bring to them to be like, this ain't working. I love that.
Well,
that's
me. I have opinions.
If we know anything about the call-in women, it's that
we gonna have opinions. We gonna have
opinion about something, okay?
A little bit. But yeah, that's good.
That's good. Happies and crappies, Mrs. Carlin.
Thank you.
Thank
you. My crappies, my parents had to put their dog down.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
Oh,
he's
Bundy,
no longer with us.
Yeah.
Bundy.
And they were traveling when it happened, so they got to my house the day that they did that.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Oh no.
Yeah, Bundy boy is.
He lived a long life.
He did.
He was how old? Like
14, 15 maybe.
Yeah.
We got my sister, because he was originally my...
It's okay. You're fine.
My middle sister's dog. And I got something in my eye. I'm sorry, I'm not crying, but...
It's okay if you need to.
He was a good boy.
He was your middle sister's dog?
Middle sister's dog, and then somehow my parents got him. Like, she gave him to my parents.
Yeah.
Because she had gotten another dog, and then was like, here, you keep this one, I'll keep this one.
Oh.
Okay.
And
he became the family pup.
He became the family pup, and my dad took that dog everywhere.
Yeah. That was your dad's youngest child.
Yes.
Yeah.
That dog.
Not Kelly.
/ favorite child.
That dog was loved. So,
Yes.
but he
by so many.
Such a good boy.
He was a really good boy.
Yeah.
He had the best temperament.
Yeah. He's a Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah.
That's why I want another Cocker Spaniel.
I want one so bad.
Yeah.
That's our next dog.
And he was just chunky and sweepy. And
thick.
Yeah. He was a cutie. But so my
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Bundy. Little bud.
R.I.P. to the real one.
Yeah. My happies.
Sorry.
I'm very happy that it's raining.
Amen.
Because we needed it. And also, I think that living in Arizona, you have another, like, a deep appreciation for when
when weather
is
happens.
gloomy.
When it's gloom.
Yeah, when there's weather, because
When there's weather.
it's always just hot.
Yeah.
And now it's nice, and I want, like, the doors open, but then it smells like wet dog, so
Yeah.
And
Also,
rough.
your neighborhood,
it smells like cows.
yeah,
There's cow farms, like,
yeah.
Rather.
a block away.
On my drive here, there was someone just on a horse
Yeah.
going through one of the fields.
Wild, Wild West over
I was
here.
driving down that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's over
Off the
here
freeway.
where when I see in movies like Twilight, I don't know why that's so relevant right now. But you know
The
when
rain.
when they came into Arizona and like
Yes.
all of a sudden it was like cowboys and
Yes.
then all
The
Western.
guy with the belt buckle
yeah,
at the
guy with
hotel.
the belt buckle and big hats. When I'm on this side of town, it's those interpretations of Phoenix where I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, checks out.
it do be us.
They just drove into Phoenix, and they're like, this is what it is, and they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't
Drive
drive
into the city.
any further.
I referred to a lot of people I went to high school with as city hicks.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like they
Because they drove big trucks.
they did rodeo,
Yeah.
but then they would also
And we went mudding on the weekends.
yeah. And they wore a lot of fox
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
with the socks and the dickies.
Gotta love the early aughts.
Woof.
Etnies,
Oh.
those
DC's.
shoes. Oh, DC's, yeah.
Cut to my now husband. That man is stuck in 2005. I love
I
him.
love it.
I love him.
He's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, because of me. It's called the girlfriend effect.
No.
Now it's the
wife.
wifey effect.
Yeah.
But I started early, you know?
What's your
Yeah.
happy and your quappy?
Well, you remember in the last episode where I was like, I had a depressive episode and now it's over.
No.
Psych. It was not over. It was just starting. The last 2 weeks have not been great. They've been like a lot of Bailey just unable to move. I have like ADHD paralysis to the max, and it then culminates into a depression. It's not pretty. I just don't want to move my body. And then the nice part is that after the last couple of years, food isn't the thing that, like, eating out used to be the thing that I would go do when I was depressed, and I would eat whatever was in front of me. Now I just eat whatever's in the house and I just snack too much if I'm depressed. So like food wise,
But at least it's like carob chips.
yeah, no, literally it's like Magic Spoon cereal.
Yeah.
Kodiak cakes with honey on top. Oh,
That hits the spot.
not really.
Not like a good old Captain Crunch.
Or like when we go crazy, we get froyo.
Ooh.
So I am proud of myself in that my coping mechanisms have gotten a little bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just all up in my head, all up in my emotions. I was PMSing really hard and my antidepressants are just not working anymore. So my happy, this is exciting. I went to the doctor this week. I told Kelly this last night.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, antidepressants, we gotta
They're not cutting it.
something different. And
Yeah.
she's like, and I was like, also, I've been on a plateau since May, and I just keep gaining and losing the same 10 pounds. She's like, well, that would make sense because you are on Prozac. And I was like, pardon? She said, yeah,
Nobody told me that.
Prozac makes you gain weight. That was one of my worries. I'm like, you thought that the girl with body dysmorphia trying to lose weight should be put on Prozac, the antidepressant that makes you gain weight? And she's like, yeah, that was a foolish thought process. I'm like, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so,
Woof.
Dr. T. So the happy is that I was just approved last night for an Ozempic-like injection, not Mounjaro, not Ozempic, because did you know, insurance companies are not approving anyone for Ozempic unless you're diabetic or famous. So not either of those things.
Yep.
Yeah.
I might be diabetic. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'm just
Okay.
So yeah, I just got approved and I'm really excited because I just feel like this next phase of my weight loss is just not going to happen naturally
Yeah.
because I've lost to this point before. And I think my brain is just incapable of thinking that I can be successful past this point. And I
Yeah.
need a little extra something.
Yeah.
So we're going to try it out.
A little bump.
A little bump. Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, no, not a bump.
That kind of bump.
Not that kind of bump.
A shove in the right direction.
Yes. So I'm starting a
Yeah.
new antidepressant, which I've been on before. I was a lot heavier the last time I was on it, so I don't know how I'm going to do on it, but I remember happier times while being on this. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Progress, y'all. But I just wanted to be honest because I wasn't going to, after editing the last episode, I'm like, yeah, she's still there. She didn't leave that space at all.
Yeah.
Also, before we get into fun things, I did want to have like a little after we edited episode 9, Kelly and I were like, wow, we really just kind of dipped and ran.
Yeah.
Like we trauma dumped on you guys and then we're like,
I felt the same way.
And
The same thing happened with the TikTok with the Terror Time.
Oh, did it?
Watch the end of Terror Time.
Oh no.
For Patreon.
We don't end Patreons very well. Or like at all.
But like the Terror Time also ended on like a bit of a trauma dump, and then it was like, okay, cool, bye.
It's that time. Gotta go.
Time.
I mean, listen, we're not therapists. We don't know how to like sum it up, but
no. And people have to protect themselves with what the content they watch, and that's not our job.
Exactly. But we did want to just say, like, I had the most incredible time having that episode together, and I think I can't wait to see the reaction from people.
Sorry.
And even if we get no reaction, I'm still so proud of that episode and proud of the growth that we experienced together. But sorry for trauma dumping and dashing.
Yeah.
RB.
We're back.
Maybe.
And
I also think I'll just speak for myself. A lot of my trauma is so far in the past. I've dealt with this so much that it's easy for me to be like, next.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't need to dwell on it.
Yeah.
It's why like when I tell my story, I'm kind of worried for people because I'm worried about how they perceive me telling my story.
Yeah.
That it's so easy for her to just be like, this happened and then I went to high school, you know?
Yeah.
But I've processed it way too much. I'm 34
Yeah.
years old. This happened when I was 8 to 13.
Yeah.
I done been here for a while.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you for your honesty and your transparency and just your willingness to go to vulnerable places last episode.
Yeah. And if anyone's questioning, I've worked through my religious homophobia experiences with a therapist, which I highly recommend doing. So, you know.
And it's a lifelong process. You know,
True. Yeah.
I think you can go in and out of therapy. You do need breaks. I talked to my best friend Amy about this a while ago of just like sometimes you need a break from therapy. You don't need to be doing it 24/7, 365. It's a lot.
The problem was I took a break and then I quit my job.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I took a break and then went back to therapy for like a month and then quit my job and had to wait another 3 months to get back into therapy.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
But you're back. You're coming back.
I'm coming back. I get to call her next week.
Honestly, very proud of you for the last 3 months. I know they've been really hard, but you've been doing it.
I did the dang thing.
You did the dang thing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your happies and your crappies and your sum up of episode 9. Let's talk about TV trash.
Yeah.
TVT with KMB.
Yay.
This week,
I'm here to be educated.
we got to do some selling on the sunsets.
Oh.
But we should talk about Southern Charm first.
It's going to go Southern Charm, Winter House,
Yeah, it
and
is.
Selling Sunset.
Are you going to give me the tea of what's happening on Southern Charm because I missed the episode? That would be helpful. I don't mind. And our listeners will have already listened. Did you watch it?
I did.
Mm.
Not good.
I didn't take any notes, so I gotta
you're fine.
Remind not much has happened.
Again?
Yeah.
What the heck?
So, do you want me to just like spoil this episode?
Do it. Scully, can you move to the thank you cast list? Here we are. Also, we didn't talk about Vanita at all last appetizer episode.
Who is?
She's beautiful. She has the best style. I love her home. I love her dog. Her boyfriend is so cute.
Yes. They go on a date in this episode.
Oh, that's cute.
They're like, we've been together for 8 months now. Like, what now?
When she's just stunning, and she's so like I don't know, grounded. She has amazing head on her shoulders. She also has like a beautiful perspective of like the issues of this group.
Yeah.
I think she's like the mom figure now. She's like the new Cameron.
Yeah.
You know, like her and Madison together. Now I love that they're friends again too. They're so much better as friends, not enemies.
Am I a bad person?
What? Say it.
I don't trust JT. I don't know who he is, but his face
Bro.
says don't trust me.
That is a great take.
Can I also say the same thing about Rodrigo?
Actually, I love Rodrigo.
Oh,
He's
okay.
new. He's
okay?
newer to the show. He's an old friend of all of theirs.
Yeah.
He is gay, right?
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like the comic relief this season.
Okay.
He comes in with like the hot gay takes, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JT looks like he would like
Sell your soul.
so, yeah, but I was gonna say like he had a big part in the housing crash of 08.
Wait, he kind of did. He's an Airbnb owner.
Oh, okay, yeah, so that checks out.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he looks like a landlord for sure.
I honestly kind of like JT, except that he's absolutely in love with Taylor, which gives me all the red flags that he's so in love with her. Okay, tell me. You're shaking.
Sorry.
You need to tell me things.
They like met up at a park, JT and Taylor by themselves, and he had like a basket picnic for them and had
He's in love with her.
charcuterie and champagne for them. Just like at a
Just 'cause
park.
He's obsessed
Yeah.
with her.
And he's like, I don't remember how he phrased it, but he's like, we've just gone on some trips together. Like, she's just so great. And like,
group trips.
Yeah, group trips.
No, like them going on trips together. Oh,
What?
Okay, that's true.
They've like done stuff together.
Alone?
I think now I'm afraid I didn't watch the episode closely enough.
You're fine.
But like, there's pictures of like, or a picture that they show of like just the two of them, and they're like,
Ew.
gross.
I think she thinks he's gay.
well,
But
Yeah.
also, like, I don't trust her face.
Oh, absolutely not.
She looks like she was complicit in the 08 housing crisis.
Absolutely. We can talk because this was the last week's episode because I watched that one.
Yeah.
The Olivia and Taylor conversation.
Ooh, how did that blow up?
Oh, bad.
Oh, bad.
So good, but so bad.
Because Olivia was hooking up with Taylor's.
Nope. Other way around.
Other way. Taylor was.
Taylor.
Oh, yes. Taylor is the I'm a good Christian, but
Uh-huh.
isn't.
But I'm sleeping in the same bed as Austin, my best friend's ex-boyfriend.
yeah.
Gross.
Classy.
Sleepovers. Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm caught up.
And Taylor needed like to escape, so she went to the mountain
To her parents'
house.
multi-million-dollar cabin.
Mhm.
and then asked Olivia to come up, and so they could like
So
work
she could
on
isolate her
things.
and
Yes.
yeah.
With her creepy Christian family.
Yeah. And so Olivia like comes, brings like all of her stuff, moves her stuff in.
Yep.
They have a conversation. She's like, I can't stay here.
She
And
felt so uncomfortable.
Oh.
packs it all back up.
But why would you go in the first place?
Right.
Okay, how creepy is Taylor's mom?
Ugh.
She makes me so uncomfortable. When she went out of the house to greet Olivia at the car to give her a Christian magazine, did you notice that?
Yes.
That was the
was like,
strangest thing.
Why?
And Olivia's like, okay, like,
Thank
can I come inside first? Like, why are
Yeah.
you greeting me at the door? But you can tell, like, her mom is so desperate for her to not rip Taylor a new butthole on camera.
Yeah.
Because she's like, please don't blacken the name of my precious Christian daughter.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
Yeah.
They're so weird.
It was so messy. And then like as they're talking, they like work through the timeline a little bit more too. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I wrote this down too, and I don't know what notes you had on,
Oh, yeah, I'll bring them up. You're good.
but Taylor was talking to Austin for Olivia because they were at the same
For Olivia.
Yeah, for her, because at the same time she's also talking to Austin, and like this is when everything's going
Gross.
down. So now there's a kind of a hole in their timeline because
Mhm.
on the next episode, Whitney had a not pictured here, sorry, but
It's okay.
He's the
Whit-
weird, funky one with the mom.
Oh, Whitney's a man. Okay.
yeah, Whitney had a
Oh, with the the
Mhm.
guy who had the health
Butler.
thing. The butler.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
they had like an English dinner at their house for the men, because they always have like a man's dinner
with Patricia.
She was not there.
Oh,
she
indisclosed.
She like hurt her back or something, so she couldn't be part of it. But so then afterwards, and they're all in like smoking jackets and like
God. My God.
After dinner, Craig, Whitney, and Austin get cigars and like go out on the
terrace.
Yes, to smoke and stuff. And they're like, okay, like tell us how it happened, whatever, to Austin. And they're all very drunk at this point too. Yeah, like they're slurring, you can tell. And he's like reenacting how their kiss happened to like, it was like so innocent, whatever.
Shut up.
Austin is. And then he says like the time frame that it happened. He's like, whatever. And Craig goes, I thought you said this was the weekend we were all in New York.
Craig.
Oh, I love my Craig.
And he's like, I didn't say that. And then cut to 7 weeks ago, Taylor and Olivia at dinner. When we were in New York, this is when it happened. Cut to Austin. When we were in New York, this is when it happened. And Craig's like, that's not what you told us.
Yeah.
Because they're like, be honest with us. Did you guys sleep together? And Craig to Whitney's like, if you were a betting man, would you put this house like, and you bet this house on it, would you say they did or didn't? And he was like, I'd say they did. And Austin goes, well, I own your house now. And they were like, no.
That's not how that works.
He's such a terrible liar.
Yeah.
Like, stop acting like you're a good liar.
Yeah.
It's not helping you.
I also realized what JT, the vibes he gives me.
What does he give you? More vibes.
You
really don't like him.
I really don't.
He's a short king.
Face makes me angry. He does Civil War reenactments on the weekend.
Absolutely.
As a Confederate soldier.
Going now that I have my notes up, the other thing that pissed me off about the Olivia Taylor conversation is that in interviews, Taylor started blaming Olivia's communication skills on the conversation not going well.
Yeah.
This gaslighting queen, I swear, she's like the worst type of woman. I cannot with her. And then trying to use her family to like make Olivia feel that much more uncomfortable by not being friends with her, with the gifts and everything.
Yeah.
So gross.
Well, and she's like, oh, like you guys weren't you weren't together. You went away. She's like, I went to California for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, you were gone. She's like, I went on vacation.
Yeah.
Like I didn't leave.
And Taylor kept going, but it was longer. It was longer. She's like, no, it was a week.
Yeah.
You did this in 1 week and then
Yeah.
call me your best friend. Okay. Why do I have a comment that says the dinner, the tattoo?
I wasn't sure what you meant.
I wasn't
by
sure
that.
what I meant by that either. Sorry about that. Craig conspiracies.
Okay. Did you post the picture or
No,
did you add the picture?
But I can right now. Keep talking.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
While you're looking
Craig?
for that, Taylor vibes for me is if an MLM was a person. I've never watched a show. This is just based off of the picture I'm looking at of her.
Actually, I would love this. Like, who do you think these people are just based on their picture?
Taylor is if an MLM was a person.
Yeah, for sure.
Madison is just pageant.
Miss South Carolina.
Yes, it's just the word pageant.
Which is funny because if you knew her, she's the opposite of that. Like she's so sassy.
Yes.
Yeah, just straight judging people on how they look seems like a good idea to Madison. Absolutely. She would do that. She does do that.
Or that's us.
Oh.
No, that's me. That's
Oh.
okay.
Well, you know.
Rod.
Judging people's good for you.
Rod looks like he sells cars. Or he gives off car salesman. Or just like...
trying to fit in.
Trying to fit in vibes.
Yeah.
Shep. Little boy. He's just a boy.
Yeah.
Just a little,
Peter Pan.
you know, just a kid.
Yeah.
Just a punk. Gives off punk.
Wait, did you send that to the Blood and Contracts messages? I don't see it. It's okay.
I don't have my phone.
I know too much about Craig.
I mean,
yeah,
love him.
he's just
Craig
a
is
precious
close.
precious baby angel. They have this like conspiracy Craig corner one of nights on the night of the dinner party on the last episode that I watched, and they all make foil crowns, like foil conspiracy.
Someone reveals
like
they had a tattoo during that dinner.
Someone does reveal they have a tattoo during that dinner. Why can I not remember why this was referenced?
Is it Craig?
No.
I feel like it was Taylor, but
I think it was too. I don't
She
remember.
probably has like a little 4-leaf clover on her butt.
she
cheeks or
probably-
something.
It escapes me.
so
Okay.
yeah, Craig is a big. Sorry, I just took that over from you.
No, you didn't. You're fine. Craig is.
Craig is a big conspiracist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he doesn't believe that pandas are real.
Okay. Well,
In like an earlier episode, he was told, I think it was when Cameron had her baby, she like wanted everyone to get the flu shot or something.
Mhm.
And he's like, then I'm going to have to walk backwards for the rest of my life because it's going to like affect my brain.
That's what the flu shots do.
Anti-vaxxer?
He's not an anti-vaxxer. He has been vaccinated. We know that.
Okay.
And like he talks about how like the moon landing.
Honestly, the moon landing is one of the only conspiracy theories where I'm like,
He's like,
I
I
see
think
it.
we went, but I think
But we haven't been back since.
but we haven't been back since. So
Mhm.
like we set it
I
up.
argue that the first one was not real.
Yeah. And then he's making everyone wear tinfoil hats
I found it.
as they
Yes.
sit on the porch, and he talks about his conspiracies. And yeah, there was another one that I can't remember what it was, but I wrote down the pandas and the moon landing of like
The pandas one is
and they're like,
interesting.
have you been to a zoo?
Yeah.
I don't remember what his justification was for
Is
They
it.
it like they're
painted
just
them.
painted?
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that they're
they're just
painted.
painted.
Scully, if you refresh, there's a new slide with a screenshot. You're gonna have to exit. Yeah. And then up. There you go.
Oh my, that's
he looks
adorable.
like he looks like Jughead though.
He does. Why can't I remember the tattoo conversation?
I don't know.
Okay.
But like we do need a spin-off of like his conspiracies.
Craig's conspiracies.
He needs to do a TikTok of just
He
Craig
does.
conspiracies.
Craig, we've got an idea for you.
Get on it,
Conspiracies
bud.
with Craig.
Conspiracies.
It's an alliteration. Come
You're
on.
welcome. Poor Rod and the bra conversation
Yes.
with Olivia. That was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And this
What?
poor guy. Let's go back to the cast photo. This poor guy is just, he really likes Olivia. He's been trying to go on dates with her. She's not into it. You can tell. And she left her bra on Austin's ottoman when she stayed over to watch a movie. And then it became like this whole thing and everybody found out. And then everyone thought, oh, well, that means they slept together.
But they were dating in the first place.
They were, but they
No,
have
this
been broken up and she
Okay.
has been dating around and she has been dating Rob.
Okay.
So she basically did the kibosh conversation of like, I'm not into it. He's just not that into you, Sitch, and you need to move on. It was very sad and uncomfortable. This poor guy.
Poor Rod.
Yeah.
Poor Rod. And then the Taylor explosion that we all knew was coming. Okay, all I have to say about this is she literally, and I hate saying literally, she literally asked, do you like cheating on me? While drunk to Shep, and Shep was like, yeah, sometimes it was fun. I'm sorry, you asked the question.
And you're not together anymore. So
You haven't been together for over a year.
Yeah.
Move on and stop having conversations about your relationship and what happened to each other
Yeah.
in front of everyone. Go to therapy.
And she like throws
Also, you're
red
one
wine
to
on him.
talk.
Amen.
Yeah.
She needs to go to
No.
therapy.
Yeah.
She needs to stop praying and she needs to go seek a therapist. I love her, but stop.
Yeah.
I don't love her.
But yeah, she played the victim the whole time of like, how could you like, and then I just did all this to get back at you, whatever. Like,
And it didn't work.
Yeah. So now she's moving on to JT because she's burned through everybody else in the group.
She's going to realize within
Which-
the next year
but
that she needs to just get married
they
and
deserve
JT will
each
marry.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JT will marry her hand over fist because he's like, I want a good little Christian wife.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Well, yeah, because he was married before and they got divorced. They got married really young
Yes.
and they got divorced. And he's like, I just like, I want the next one to work.
Yeah. Okay. This is the thing that does surprise me. I wonder if you feel the same. There are moments of JT's story or like when he's with his mom where I I see a human and I actually want to get to know him a little bit because he's new this season. We haven't ever met him before, but he's been just like Rodrigo and Rod. They've been kind of part of the scene on the outskirts. Now they're actually part of the show.
Yeah.
And there are moments where he's very in touch with his emotions. He's very sad about his first marriage and how it ended. And he is seeking love, but he's seeking love in all the worst places.
Yeah.
Like she is not available mentally, physically, emotionally.
Yeah.
Like just go elsewhere, bub.
Yeah. But I agree. Like he has that conversation and you see his heart a little bit. And then he gets back with the boys and he's like, I gotta be
I'm on camera and I have to be a man. Yeah, for sure.
So
the Olivia photo and Austin's dop kit.
Yeah.
Was
so they
that
all
placed?
slept at the cabin and Olivia was getting ready and she like sees this bag of like toothbrush, toothpaste, whatever, and it's Austin's and it's a little like Polaroid of the two of them.
That was staged.
It was very you haven't seen Sex and the City, have you? There is this photo of Big and Carrie from when they first were together, and she finds it in his drawer at some point when they get back together in later seasons. And it's like this moment for her of just like, oh, like I never left. Like I've always been here. I've always impacted him, because she never thought that she impacted him in any way. And that, I feel like that was the Olivia moment. She's like, oh, wait. I think he's still attached in some way. But then I feel like it was staged.
Yeah.
It was dirty though. Like it looked like it had been there a while.
Yeah. So
So did you just forget it was in there? Like there's that too.
Yeah,
of like,
it was at the top though. Just saying. And then that episode ended with Taylor in Shep's bed. Woke up in his bed. That was the most uncomfortable scene I think I've ever watched on reality television.
Gross.
Yeah.
She didn't sleep with him. I don't even know if they kissed. They just slept together.
They made out.
They did make out.
They revealed that on the next episode. Because at dinner, they were like, so, because also, this was just like a full lead-in.
Yeah.
And like grab, but they're sitting at like cocktail hour for their boy dinner.
Yeah.
And Shep goes, Austin, Taylor's car is at my house right now, and so is her dog. And they're like, oh, like he was like, we got lunch together. And they were like, oh, did you sleep together? And he was like, no.
Oh my God, this little. She's such a little hoe.
But yeah,
it.
and he keeps calling her the kissing bandit, and I'm like, stop it, like.
But he does it because it pisses her off.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. She's one of those Christian girls where I'm like, clearly you don't really want to be a Christian.
Yeah.
Clearly you want to go be spicy and like live a different life.
Yeah.
Just go live a different life.
Yeah.
Then do it.
Then do it.
Girl, you won't be a hoe.
Stop,
Be a hoe.
Stop saying that you want to find
you know
a man
what's
that
fun?
loves Jesus.
Hoe life. Go be a hoe.
You can't say that you want a man that loves Jesus and then date Shep.
Yeah.
No. Quit your job to go travel with him for a summer. No.
Dumb.
He's never loved Jesus.
So
and you know that.
I don't. Is it Leva? Leva.
Yeah.
You guys never talk about her, so I'm assuming her storylines are just.
So Leva is her and her husband are major restaurant owners in South Carolina, in Charleston. They have there's a secondary show. You know how Vanderpump is like the young version of the Housewives of Beverly Hills? Like it's all of the workers. So there's a new show called Southern Hospitality that is the branch off of Southern Charm.
I have heard about it.
It's very good, but it's only on one season, and it's of her husband, and all of their businesses and the people that work for them. So it's like a whole young crowd who are all the workers of Charleston. It's very good. So during Black Lives Matter, because this is set in Charleston, Bravo was like, wow, we really do need to diversify things. So that's when Vanita came onto the scene as like not a friend of a friend. She's actually one of the mains of Southern Charm now, and Leva is a friend of a friend. So she's kind of always been on the show. She's Cameron's best friend back in the day. They're still best friends.
She made some appearances in earlier seasons too.
Isn't it funny to see how much she's changed since like seasons 2 and 3? She's had a lot of work done, but she looks great. Yeah. She's also had her and her husband had a lot of fertility issues, and they just had a baby in the last few years. He's so cute. So she comes in and out. She kind of plays the mom figure too, where she just kind of gawks at the men and their behaviors and is just like, get over yourselves.
And like she's already obviously like settled and in
she's
her
wifeyed
life.
up and very well to do.
Interesting. She's the what's her face of Beverly Hills. No, they were all kind of messes.
Beverly Hills?
Yeah.
The Housewives or Vanderpump?
No, Beverly Hills. I mean, I guess Lisa, because she's the
restaurateur.
Yes.
Yeah.
The restaurateur, but also just like married, happily,
settled.
very settled.
Yeah.
Her kids are all, in her life.
Yes, totally. Yeah.
Whereas like everybody else, like what's her face? Her kids were young and also like half the time living with her husband who
totally
cheated with Leanne Rhymes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who he also had like a major medical scare this last year.
Oh.
Like almost died.
Oh,
yeah.
That's scary.
Nice.
So that's Southern Charm.
Yeah.
Winter House, we can go real fast.
Yeah, Winter House is not going to take much time at all.
There's so many of them.
I'm so glad Amanda's on. She's already made it better. She got a really bad, what virus? Do you remember?
Staph?
No.
It's not a virus. Sorry.
Neurovirus.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, very scary. But I also think she's pregnant.
But like,
what do we know? Oh, was she at BravoCon?
This past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see if she went. This is Malia is the girl that's on Below Deck, or not Below Deck. Yeah, Below Deck.
Yeah.
Med and Katie. I haven't met Katie yet though, because I'm still on the first seasons of Below Deck Med. So Malia's like really young and like super blonde and with a guy that she breaks up with eventually. But yeah, the season is trash. Corey's being obnoxious. I want Sam to get there to actually get some drama happening.
Yeah.
I need to know everything about Kyle.
Oh, 100%.
Because that mullet is mulleting.
Kyle.
Oh, we all love Kyle. I mean, I hated Kyle in the beginning.
Where is he from?
So he's from Summer House.
Oh, okay.
He's like the reigning king of the Share House shows.
Interesting.
And he's married to Amanda. When they were...
I would have not...
Oh, really?
I would have put him with Casey.
Oh, no. Amanda.
Interesting.
They're a power couple.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would not have put them together.
When they were first dating or sleeping together and he was being really messy and then the cheating stuff, like he was an ass for a long time.
But they're married?
As soon as they got married, everything switched. It made their relationship so much better. And he's tolerable for me now.
Do not take that as advice. Marriage will not fix your problems.
Also, where is Jason? I love Jason. Why is he not on the show yet?
He comes later. I don't know.
Ugh, annoying.
But yeah, he's not. Did you watch the most recent episode of Winter House?
I guess I didn't. Did Sam come?
No.
No, then I did.
Because Amanda just got here.
Yes.
So, okay.
I did watch that
I think
one.
Jason will come in the next episode.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I don't know where he's been.
It's just boring,
but
dude.
it is so boring. Danielle hooked up with Alex.
Yes.
And,
checks out.
Because he just wants to he's tried flirting so far. He's tried flirting with
everything that
everyone.
Walks.
And Danielle was like, I'm fresh out of a breakup. Let's have casual hookups. And then they cut to the next night. Alex is sitting on the couch with Jordan and they're just talking or whatever. And Danielle's in the kitchen
hello?
Watching.
Because she's so possessive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But trying to play it cool. So she's like,
she definitely looks to the I'm always in a relationship.
She actually isn't. That's what's crazy.
Funny.
She dated the chef for a while, a couple of years. But then before that, I did too. Yeah. But I could tell that he was not into it.
No.
Jordan needs to stop talking about the fact that she's celibate. We get it.
Yeah.
You're celibate. Yeah. You haven't had sex in a long time. We got it.
Yeah.
Move on. It's your only characteristic now on the show, and it's not cute.
I thought it was so cute though in the second episode or in the most recent episode because Amanda's getting ready to get here and Kyle's like, I wrote this down. He goes, I'm craving a little mother hen vibe from my wife. So I'm ready for her to be here and she needs to rein me in because I've been partying too much.
It's been a little wild. But could you imagine Kyle saying that 4 years ago?
No. Never.
Blew my mind.
He would be like, the old ball and chain is...
I love that Amanda's not here. I can go crazy.
Yeah. And she's like, I've enjoyed our time apart. We needed a little break, but they love each other so much.
Okay, then I just realized this too, because this is the only note that I wrote, because the preview made me more excited. Aisha is coming in the next episode. She's from Below Deck.
Yeah.
I love her. I'm obsessed with her. She has the funniest Australian accent I've ever heard in my life. She is such a little ball of sunshine. She explodes sunshine in every room she walks in. Yeah. When we get to go on a super yacht, If she's my chief stew, my whole life will be complete.
Could you imagine?
Could
You don't
imagine?
even want to go on a cruise.
Oh, but I'll go on a super yacht.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
I feel like that you don't want to go on a cruise.
No, I don't want to go on a cruise.
You're not about it either.
No. I've seen too many
Mom
things.
really wants to go.
I'll
for
go
her
on a river
60th.
cruise, like the Nordic, whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
Because it's on a river.
But not like a ocean.
No.
Okay.
Tom gives me the vibes of, I'm just here.
That's Schwartz.
That's Schwartz.
That's Schwartz. He's put on a bunch of weight.
Interesting. He has.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
this is
the week of Scandival, after Scandival. So that's what he looks like right now.
yeah.
He said, I've been through it.
Honestly though, and it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. 'cause
Trying to defend my trash friend.
This is pre-bleaching his hair
Oh,
over the
God.
summer. Yeah, this is before everything gets messy.
I saw a meme probably I think yesterday or maybe even this morning, and it was of Paige. And because she's not here this season, but she Craig's girlfriend, she like she's looking like this, like whatever, and they're like, we need Paige here because like she would have like torn into
She would have
everything to figure out like what was happening with Scandival.
Well, Danielle like bossed up at the beginning, like, oh, I'm gonna make it an issue, I'm gonna poke, and then she hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
I
She's all
like
talk.
him with a little bit more.
Yeah, he looks
Fluff.
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he used to always look so like gaunt
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the face.
but he likes Katie, and he's having a hard time because it's the same name as his ex-wife. Oopsie.
Yeah.
And I think her ex-boyfriend's name was Tom.
Shut. Oh no, that's Malia.
Oh, okay. Just
Yeah.
kidding. I was like, there's too
There
many
is another
Toms, there's
Tom.
too many Katies.
Yeah, Malia's ex-boyfriend, who is a chef,
Disregard.
is
Yeah.
a Tom.
So
Okay.
Is Corey a DJ?
he owns a gym.
He owns many gyms.
Many
He just
gyms.
opened another one in Charleston.
He looks like he also
He's
makes
a
his
douchebag.
friends listen to the EDM music he makes.
Yeah, he's a douche.
Him and Craig. Craig was his older brother, like big brother in like
Sorority, fraternity.
Yeah.
His big.
Yeah.
He's extremely hot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it. He also looks like the guy that was my first kiss, and I mean, not as hot, but he has like
he does.
He has vibes. He has
Yeah.
the same vibe.
But that guy was
Oh,
also trash.
He was trash, but he was a fantastic kisser, and it was a great first kiss.
Ah.
We like made out all night. It was great, and like the vibe that Corey gives is the same vibe that guy did.
Oh.
Just this like, I know I'm hot, and I know I'm a
Yeah.
good kisser.
Yeah. And I'm gonna wear my pearls.
And I mean, yeah, he does wear diamonds and pearls, which I love about him.
Yeah.
He's
Alex looks like he wants people to compare him to Hosier.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
he would love
but
that.
he's also never listened to a Hosier song.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And then the only person on the screen, well, Casey
And Brian.
and Brian. Casey is not really connected, except she's friends with Danielle.
Boring.
She's so boring.
Casey
And
looks like
Brian
she's
just wants
obsessed with
love.
Goop.
Brian just wants to fall in love. Poor guy.
Yeah.
He's a short king too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about other short kings on Selling Sunset.
Yeah. Next.
Next.
Slide, please.
Next.
Selling Sunset.
Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. The fashion this season is fashioning.
The amount
Something.
of underboob that was
So
given to
much.
us in this season. I was
So much underboob.
A
Every
reason to
other
watch.
scene. James
Suddenly. Excuse me.
like, we're interested.
James came out and I started the season this last week, and he's like, "Oh, you're watching Selling Sunset." Like, you know immediately that you're watching it because the
Yes.
music
Music
and the fashion.
and the orange.
I'm sorry. Is
Color
that woman's
grading
name
on this.
Amanza?
Yes, it is. She's half black. She's so hot.
She is.
She is the hottest woman alive. I swear to you.
Bree scares me.
Bree is also one of the hottest women alive.
Emma
Emma's obnoxious.
is something.
She's a Barbie.
Chriselle can just go.
Please go
Away.
away.
Yeah.
Please go away. Mary, I love. Oh, Mary. She had a miscarriage on this season.
Mm.
She's 43. Her and her husband are trying to have their first baby. She had a baby when she was like a teenager.
15, I think.
So full grown. And then her and her new husband really want a baby, and they had a miscarriage on the
Yeah.
season. It broke my heart. I
Yeah.
Googled it immediately because I was like, I don't think I've seen her pregnant. And then I saw the miscarriage announcement. I was like, oh.
That's
Yeah.
so sad.
Nicole is a sex worker.
1000%.
Her fashion is Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
It's so
Wait,
bad.
is she like confirmed?
No.
Oh, okay.
She just looks like a 1980s sex worker.
Interpretation.
Interesting.
The green outfit with it was like a tight shirt. It's ribbed green and it had gold buttons going up and like a choker style.
Yeah.
I was like, you just came off Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, no.
You just finished a job. Like I don't like her fashion. But Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea could get it.
Can you go to the next slide, please? This woman
I've seen Chelsea.
That was her
Yeah.
30th birthday.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so
outfit.
glad you put more pictures on here because I didn't have a picture of.
The Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Okay.
Honestly, though, they spent
Millions.
so much money on this.
Millions on this office.
And
That's the office?
That's their new LA office right next to their old LA office, which makes absolutely no sense.
yeah.
That bar thing, that like artistic chair
yeah.
thing, cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars to make that.
Yeah. And
Well, because it's all custom woodwork.
yeah.
So the whole part of this, the whole storyline of this season is, oh, real estate's not doing well right now.
Yeah,
we
no.
should probably back off. And the
And
twins
diversify.
are like, nope, we're tripling down. They buy this new office. They completely renovate it for millions and millions. They have this huge party, and then they turn around to all of the girls and they're like, "Okay, go make money."
yeah.
Yeah. Just it pissed me off so much.
And they're all fighting the clock because the
Yeah.
mansion tax is being kicked in. So if a house is more than 10 million, I think you get hit
Excuse me.
with more.
Next year.
Yeah.
So a lot of people in LA are trying to sell their mansions and no one wants to buy them, which we all knew was going to happen because we're in a silent recession.
Yeah.
And they were starting to talk about it in the last season. I was like, I wonder if they'll actually talk about how bad things are. And they are. But then the twins doubled down on this purchase of this office and it makes absolutely no sense.
Mostly Jason.
It is mostly Jason.
Brett is like,
Which I'm assuming is that one.
That's Jason.
That's Jason, yeah.
Yes. Well, and Brett is no longer
Checks
a
out.
part of the Oppenheim group. Did you know that?
no.
Yeah, he left in between seasons. So right now, like this season's over, in the in-between time of the next season starting, he leaves. He divests from the company.
Oh.
He no longer wants to be a part of it because Jason's losing it.
Yeah. He's going through it.
He looks like he probably does a lot of coke
Maybe, who knows?
Maybe,
But okay,
off of models.
so let's talk. Scully, can you go back up to the cast list?
Yeah, Chelsea is
British.
she's beautiful. She
oh,
is
and
literally
she's British.
She's British
God
and she's a
bless.
mom. And her husband is the cutest, nerdiest little tech man you've ever seen in your life. And he matched her for her birthday. He wore this cool like black and red suit because she was wearing that bustier amazingness.
Yeah.
Her titties are so fake, but they are
They are
glorious.
so.
Oh, Mom was watching this.
And you saw the titties?
Not hers, because hers are fine. Nicole was wearing something where I was like, first of all,
Oh,
it looks like it's painful to hug you.
yeah.
They look like rock hard. Like you definitely got them at least a decade ago.
Oh, yeah.
Before they
Yeah.
changed that surgery a lot in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Yep. She's the oldest one
Um,
out of all of them.
yes,
She
you
was
could
the
tell.
she was the original first real estate real estate agent for Oppenheim Group.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Her and
Yeah.
Mary were like the OGs,
And
Because
Amanda.
like breast augmentation
Amanda.
has changed a lot
and hers hasn't.
significantly,
Yeah.
and hers hasn't. And you can tell she got them a long time ago
Yeah.
because they're that like hardened silicone that they don't use anymore.
The biggest drama that happened this season is the Mary Lou Chronicles, which are now over because they broke up.
Yeah.
10 months in, they broke up.
She comes to the reunion too, and it's like
Oh no.
the dumbest segment.
Oh, I'm sure. She's not very smart.
No.
And it's a Netflix show, right? And
Yeah.
Netflix reunions notoriously suck.
The Selling Sunset reunions are good because they do them very quickly.
Okay. Not like with
They also bring
Love
on
is
the
Blind,
lie
Love is Blind.
detector guy for the
Shut up, no, they don't.
Is it that old white guy who's been doing it for like every
Vanity Fair
Yes.
or whatever.
Do you know where he originated from?
No.
YouTube?
Shane Dawson.
Yeah, I know.
Shane Dawson on YouTube found that guy and
Yes.
made his career.
Yes.
And now
Really?
he's on everything. He is like
Yeah, well,
the lie detector guy.
But also
don't
lie
care, I like
detector
it.
tests are not
Notoriously
admissible in
incorrect.
court. And
But I think it's so funny. But
yes.
So Mary Lou, actually, Scully, can you move back to the other pictures? Because she's not part of the cast technically. Okay, see the picture of her on her phone?
Mhm.
That's when she's calling Daddy at lunch with Daddy's ex-girlfriend.
Chriselle.
Because they're not friends, and Chriselle doesn't want to be Mary Lou's friend, even though
Wait, so Chriselle dated Mary Lou's actual father, or
No.
not? No,
Jason.
her boyfriend,
Oh,
Jason.
okay, gotcha.
So Mary Lou decides, because the lunch is not going well, that she's going to call Jason at the lunch and have him be a part of this really uncomfortable conversation.
Cute.
It is so cringe.
But
Go.
they're also
But
not
what
together.
she's saying is like not what Chriselle has said.
No, not at all.
And Chriselle sitting right there, she's like, I didn't just say that. Like, what are you? Because they play it back in the
Yes.
finale or reunion too.
Nice.
And she's like, that was not our conversation at all. I tried to be friends with you. This, like, I have a picture of us hanging out without Jason. She's like, that's not what happened. And she's like, I have a picture of it. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, nope. And she's just like sticking to her guns of like,
All right, Mary Lou Hill.
There's nothing really happening up there. The reason that I put that picture of them together is because there's this moment at the grand opening of The Office in the last episode. Mary Lou.
Is that the outfit she wore to the grand
No,
opening?
No.
I couldn't find
okay.
a picture, and I can't take a screenshot of Netflix because they
Oh,
don't
yeah,
allow
they
you
black
to.
it, yeah.
She's wearing massive heels that easily put her up another 2 inches from
And
that
she's
picture.
already taller than
She's
him.
already taller than him. Well, and
Everyone is.
Everyone is taller than him. And her titties are so fake. And this dress is falling off of her boobs. And he goes in to give her a hug. And his face just goes right into her boobs because he's at boob level at all times. And it was I was peeing my pants laughing. He's like, you look so tall. And then he like hugs her and it's just like boobs in the face. It's fantastic. I was like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, they broke up. Shocking.
He dates taller women for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very smart man.
He's got mommy issues.
Chelsea turned 30 this season, and that was her 30th birthday outfit. She looked phenomenal. Every outfit she had this season was incredible.
Yeah.
All the outfits this season were incredible.
It's so crazy because like from season 1 to now, like how much their wardrobe has changed, but also
So much.
I think like how wild it is to have like your real estate agent go on a showing with you and they're like in a bikini.
Yeah.
A bikini.
Yeah.
That diamond dress that Emma wore in Cabo. Was it Cabo?
I think so, yeah.
With her pink bikini underneath.
Yes.
And then it was just this diamond cut. It was literally just diamonds down her.
Mhm.
But you could see everything.
Yeah.
And then she's going to meetings in that.
Yeah.
Cracks me up.
So wild. The other drama that I got major ick from was I can't remember what her name was, but the girl that met up at the
the new girl who will probably be on the next season. No?
I don't think so.
Oh, Cassandra, was that her name?
I think so.
Yeah.
Did you see where she's from?
Where?
In an old episode of Vanderpump.
Yes! She's one of the twins.
She's one of the twins that Tom
cheats
with Kate, Kristen.
Yeah.
With.
Yeah. I saw the cutaway on social.
Sandoval or
Sandoval.
Okay.
Of course.
But she comes in and
cheating.
And she's not a good actress at all. So she comes in and it's just like, what are my lines? Like I couldn't deal with her. She was so fake. She wants to be like best friends with Bree and she like knows everything about Bree, but Bree's like, we're not friends. Like we did like one thing together years ago and now you know everything about my life.
And Bree's one of those women who, first of all, she's one of Nick Cannon's baby mamas.
Yes. Mom told me that.
And they're still in a relationship. So they're like in an open relationship where Nick can go have other relationships, but she can't because he pays her to sustain her lifestyle, which I love, like get your bag, girl. But she's one of those women where you don't know my business. And if you assume to know my business, then we're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
And this new girl comes in spewing things about their past, like, oh, I was a bottle service girl with Bree. And you can tell Bree's like, do not tell my stories.
Don't talk about me.
Don't talk about my past. Because you can tell Brie just kind of she's recreated herself over the years, and she doesn't want to go backwards. And having someone from her past just come and start spewing the things that they used to do, she's like, no.
Yeah,
I need to control the information flow.
Yeah.
All that to say, because we've been talking for a minute on TVT.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to watch Selling Sunset anymore. I think I'm done. The beginning of the season, I started watching it with James and Brandon, and it was just so ridiculous and so dramatic and obnoxious. I was pissed off that I had just paid for my new subscription on Netflix, by the way, because they kicked all of the home what is it? Pairings out.
They kicked you off my Netflix.
Okay, can I just complain about this for a second?
Go ahead.
Why are you doing that? Number one, I get it. You're trying to make more money, Netflix, whatever. But then make it easier for me to please keep my algorithm, because now I have to start all over again. And I don't have any desire
They
to
should
do
have
that.
made it so that you could like take your old profile.
You can pull it apart. Right.
Yeah.
Also,
Like
it's
a phone plan.
$23 a month for
Really?
premium, which why?
Because now they want you to pay for the ad free.
And I just love that 1 week after the SAG strike is over, they push the button for this to happen.
Yeah.
So I think
They're like,
that
"We're gonna
Because
get
they
new
want us
content."
to blame
Yeah.
the actors and writers
for this instead
Yes.
of them and their corporate greed.
Yes.
So
even though they announced this far before the strike.
oh, very much so. This was
Yeah.
when I was still working. They were one of my clients.
Yeah.
We knew about this a year ago, 2 years ago, that this was going to eventually happen, but the timing is so gross.
Yeah.
So I'm going to watch the finale of Selling Sunset just because I need some closure, and then I'm going to cancel Netflix. Oops.
Yeah.
I'll get it back when Bridgerton comes back.
Yeah.
But other than that,
I think we're also probably gonna
there's
cancel
nothing
it,
on there. I don't care about any shows
yeah.
on there anymore.
Yeah. And like what we're trying to start doing now, because like the services add up of like
Yes.
all the different streaming platforms, like paring down so we only have a couple at a time, and it's like, okay, I know I'm gonna want to watch like 5 shows on Hulu, whatever. So I'm gonna have Hulu, I'm gonna watch all these shows, cancel it. Now I'm gonna go to HBO and I'm gonna watch the
because
shows.
there's no penalty.
No. And like I'm waiting for a season on HBO, whatever, and like
I
what
know.
do I do in the
I'll
meantime? I'm
get
not
it
gonna watch
again when
anything
they do
else.
the new season of Righteous Gemstones. But I'm not going to pay for HBO right now until that comes out.
Mine'll be White Lotus.
I still have
I love White Lotus so much.
There's some shows, I was telling Jansen about this a couple weeks ago. I was like, there's some shows that like you want the magic of watching again for the first time. And I think that's one of them for me, of like
same.
Take it all in.
Yeah.
But I forget it back.
Couldn't get into the first season.
Oh man, dude.
What's her face's face makes me so angry.
What's her face's face?
The one who's also on Euphoria.
Sydney Sweeney.
She just bugs me. She's not a good actor. She's not entertaining to me.
She plays a really good mean girl, and that's about it.
Yeah, and I don't want that in my life.
Totes. Although I will say, if you keep watching season 1, then you kind of it gets really
redeems
good. It is a little bit of a redemption.
I got like 9 other things I gotta finish before that.
True. But yeah, I'll just stay in Peacock land because they're the best service.
Yeah.
They give me everything that I need in life.
I have to watch ads on Peacock.
Oh no.
Pay like $5 more.
Mom doesn't pay.
I know. That's why I got my own Peacock login, because I was on your mom's, and I was like, Miss Ma'am, we shared HBO with you.
Yeah, we paid that.
If we're talking television for a few more seconds, I've watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie twice now.
Oh, I need to watch it still.
Is it scary?
It's like kids. It's aimed at children.
Oh, okay.
It's PG-13.
Oh,
it's really not that scary.
Why are all the ads like terrifying?
Because it's a horror game.
Yeah.
But anyways, Josh Hutcherson is great in it. He's having this like, I love the renaissance of like everything I loved in 2014.
Yeah, it's back. Yeah.
Hunger Games.
Yep.
Josh Hutcherson. Twilight. Like it's all cyclical.
I want to go see the new one.
I do too. The book was fantastic.
I need to read the book. I think I want to read the book first.
Maybe I do too.
How are you doing with your Book Clurb?
I'm like 180 some odd pages.
Hello. Are you liking it more?
It's getting to the like drama of it all.
Yeah.
It took a while because it was such a build.
Yeah.
And I was about to give up on it a little bit because I had met I'd met multiple characters, but like two main-ish characters.
Yeah.
And they finally
merged,
connected. And I stayed up reading last night.
Oh, is that why you went so well?
With my little neck light.
How's your reading going? Did you finish your Oh, no reading. Spaghetti-o. You've been busy with other things.
I've been busy with other things. I've been doing a lot of editing and stuff this week. And a friend and I that I like reconnected with recently, we're starting a new little D&D thing that I'm super excited. That's another one of my happies. So I'm going to be DMing, or I'm the dungeon master for those who don't know. So I'm going to be leading the campaign and doing all the like storytelling and everything and all the devices. And so I got like 2 books this week at Zia. One of them is like a bunch of preset encounters that you can use for your party. And one of them is preset non-player characters so that you don't always have to like think them up yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited. So I'm like starting to kind of do some like research and planning our like I'm gonna be building a whole world.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be using a lot of like bits and pieces from other campaigns, but
because isn't that like the point that you kind of pull from your past work?
So there are versions. So like you can just like get the player handbook or like there's different handbooks from like official companies that you can get, and you can just play through that.
Yeah. Or you can create it yourself.
Or you can completely start from scratch. So I'm kind of doing a mixture.
Cool.
For my first one, but I'm really excited.
Yay.
Because I haven't gotten to play in forever, and something creative to do. And now that I actually kind of have like a little bit of time to do it, so.
Then you can do it.
Yeah.
Yay. I finished I tried Halsey's series on for size, the Inheritance games. I listened to book 1 on Audible. It was okay.
Yeah.
Not my fave.
I wouldn't have listened to it.
Yeah, it was not fun to
It's
listen
not, I don't think it's a good book to listen to. It's too
way too many voices being voiced by one person.
Yeah.
And then 4 of the characters are brothers.
Yes.
And I can't.
It's too hard.
It was way too hard.
Yeah.
I liked it, but
you mainly only deal with there's actually like, I guess there's a 4th brother, but you don't deal with him as much.
The younger one.
The oldest.
Oh. In the first one, they're all kind of there.
You mainly deal with the 2 middle brothers for the whole series.
Oh, okay, got you.
Because they're part of the like love triangle thing. But even that also is out the window in book 2. Spoilers. Spoiler alert.
Spicy spoiler. So yeah, I finished that one on the Audibles. I tried to read one book and I said DNR. That's not the right word though.
No.
What is it?
It's did not finish.
Did not finish. DNF'd a book. Yeah. I got it because it is a seasonal book. There's 4 fall, winter, spring, summer, and I have the autumn one. And I was like, oh, it's perfect. It's November.
Yeah.
It's very Shakespearean in format, and it was super boring. We're done with the TVT PowerPoint. Thank you. But I did start last night at the Telegraph Club. Mom gave this to me for my stocking stuffer last year. It's very good. I've already gotten to part 2.
It's queer too. Right?
It's very queer. It's sapphic. And I believe it's being made into a show of some kind, probably. Wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, it had the Stonewall Book Club award, Halsey. It's very good. I don't really know how to describe it yet, but by the time I'm done, I will be better at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've already made it through my 100-page rule, and I'm into it. It's set in 2 different time periods, the 1950s and then modern day. And it's about a mother and daughter. Yeah, but it's like the mother's time period and the daughter's time period and how they converge and impact each other. Still reading Sweetgrass. and then I started Iron Flame on Audible this week,
which is the sequel to 4th Wing.
It's the sequel to 4th Wing, that Dragon college book that I was reading.
It's like Hunger Games meets Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. By Rebecca Yarros, who's getting a lot of flack, I guess, because her books kind of glorify military stuff. and Israeli military stuff.
Oh, well, okay, that's worse.
Yeah.
I did get a new book this last week. I haven't started it yet, but I'm excited about it. Also, gay. But also a little bit reality TV related.
Ooh.
But it's fiction.
Oh.
And it's called We Are Never Getting Back Together, which is also a Taylor Swift reference. But it's about these two girls who both dated the same guy, and his sister ends up marrying some like distant country's royalty. So he kind of like gains fame in some way, ends up getting his own reality television dating show of A Second Chance at Love, so that all of the girls are his ex-girlfriends.
Oh dear God.
No.
But these two, one, she just wants revenge, but she gets on the show, and the other is kind of like, oh, maybe I'll give him a second chance.
Oh.
But they fall for each other.
Ooh, plot twist.
I remember you telling me about this.
Yes.
Plot twist.
So I just got it. I haven't started it yet, but I also got Rachel Bloom's autobiography.
Oh, I didn't know she wrote an autobiography.
Yes.
Oh, I want to read that.
Yeah.
I love Rachel Bloom.
Yeah.
West Covina, California.
Have you not watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend yet? Have we not forced that one on you yet?
You've never watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend?
It's a musical. Yeah.
Okay, but look at me. I don't like that. And I like love that show.
Musicals.
Yeah. You would like it.
Yeah. It's not a musical as in like people just randomly start singing. Well, they do, but not.
It's about what's happening in the show.
Yes. So we'll quickly do our topic, I guess, because we're already an hour and 23 minutes in.
Well, I mean, we're just chatting. But yeah, one of the things that we wanted to talk about, we just want to talk about things that are happening in the world that are not just relevant to us, but are trending in conversation because why not?
Yeah.
And one of the things that has been popping off in the last 2 weeks is a conversation around twin flames.
Yeah.
The documentary. Multi. Like there's multiple documentaries now.
When did the
sorry, go ahead.
When did the Amazon Prime one come out? Because the Netflix one just launched.
So I guess the Amazon Prime one has been up for like a few months.
But why is it like all of a sudden?
Because the Netflix one came out this week. And so I guess people watched that one and realized there was this other one on Prime that wasn't advertised well.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was a second one.
I mean, let's be real. Has Amazon Prime done well at advertising any of the things that they've launched? No. Or Prime Video.
Which is why they cancel really good shows.
Very good shows.
Yeah, it's so disappointing. But anyways.
Okay, give me the synopsis. What is twin flames?
A twin flame is like your soulmate, essentially.
But more.
On like a deeper level.
Okay. So like the another reason why the phrase twin flames is blown up is because of MGK and Megan Fox.
Oh,
because they call each other their twin flames.
Right.
Because a twin flame is more than your soulmate. You believe that your soul on the astral plane was split in two, and you are each one half of the same soul.
That sounds boring, but okay. But why would you want to be with another half of yourself?
Because you're meant to be. You have this magnetic pull.
Yeah. You can't be with anyone else.
But doesn't MGK and Megan feel toxic AF? Like their relationship feels so yucky to me all the time.
Their relationship feels yucky to them.
I know.
Openly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why be together? It's weird. Okay. So, Kelly, do you want to describe?
Oh, I'll try.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or you can.
Basically, the show so I really deep dived.
I know you did.
Yesterday, I listened because I could. I listened to the Netflix episodes, and then this morning I watched the Prime episodes because each one is only 3 episodes.
Oh, okay, so that's easy.
And then last night, after I was done editing, I also watched a YouTube.
Oh my gosh!
Deep dive.
So she's gotten more into it, or like done more research on it than I have. I've only watched the Netflix.
It's just like fresher too. You watched it like last week, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, but Kelly and I both. When did we even realize we were both
last night.
Oh, it was last night.
We were like twin flames, and I was like, or when we had our meeting on Thursday. I
Yes,
think.
Thursday night we had that meeting.
I was like, I just watched that.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is like this couple has created this empire, basically.
And okay, so it's Jeff and Shailene. Of course his name is.
Of course his name is.
Jeff.
Jeff, who's changed his name quite a few times.
Yeah. And he landed back on Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's from Michigan, probably in his mid 30s, like probably around your age. Cool. Definitely millennials. Oh god, their house screams millennial. It's so bad, like in a bad way.
Does my house scream millennial?
No.
Okay, good.
No. It's bad. It's so bad.
But they like, I think when they still have these types of meetings, but when they were smaller, they would all like kind of meet together to discuss where people were at with their twin flames, and now they do.
So it all started on YouTube.
Oh, as it all does usually.
So evident, and there was also a lot of statistics about that because it blew up during the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like that's when they were at their height, was because people are isolated and searching for something.
Some form of connection.
Yes, something to latch onto.
And there was a lot of alone time happening during the pandemic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were on the internet and very easy to find. And if you would start researching anything about the twin flame stuff, you found them because they wrote a whole book on it.
Oh, so they had all the SEO. They were
Yes.
findable. They were Googleable.
very
Okay.
much so.
Even if you
Their
probably
Facebook
Googled
group.
soulmates and twin flames, they would pop up. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jeff is from Michigan originally. Shailene is actually from Canada, but moved to Arizona and lived in Sedona.
Oh, that checks out.
Yeah. And they met through Facebook through a mutual friend. He came out to Sedona. He was living in Hawaii. He moved himself to Hawaii.
Okay.
He has a business degree. There's a lot of history of like he started like a travel blog, but it was also like kind of this weird spiritual thing. Yeah.
He's just trying to find something.
Yeah. She introduced him into the twin flame theory. He had never heard of it before her. And then now he claims to be God. So, yeah.
Oh,
yep.
That escalated very quickly.
Yeah. And
so they have a cult.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they are the divine. And so the two of them can figure out who your twin flame is.
They can talk direct, like God speaks directly to them.
Right.
So they'll send out like a list, and they're like, here's your twin flame, like and it also has turned into like, because their group was primarily women. So how do you have couples? Well, you can have a masculine
twin flame.
You can be the masculine or you can be the feminine. And so like, we are going to tell you now, you're the twin flames, you're masculine, you're feminine,
and you're together now.
And you're together now. So
also they then tell the person, they like this woman, really, you know, like cisgendered woman, you are the divine masculine in this relationship. So actually, you need to own that you're a man. You need to change your name.
Change your name.
Start accepting that you are a man. What? And
people believe this?
They have had multiple of their members start to transition.
Whoa.
Like fully, like one had top surgery, like started taking hormones, like
whoa.
It was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta go watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. What now is like, I mean, that it's all still current, but they have been trying to, and they actually, I think, just recently had a baby, which is the ultimate.
Oh, it's so gross.
What do they call? I can't remember.
Yeah,
what they
so
call
they
her.
said, so her name was Grace, and so originally,
and they've done like IVF so they could confirm or something, so they could confirm that they would have a girl, because they've like spoken to her in years past, because she's the ultimate in lives past, because she's the ultimate. She has
say
both
that
parts, right?
They say that she is their third flame, that she is the third part of their soul, that she will stay celibate forever because, yeah, it gets really gross.
Wait, what?
Poor
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
Oh
Baby.
no.
So, and there's more that I found out through the YouTube video that they didn't show as much in either of the docuseries, which was that they actually, so Shailene was pregnant. So this is also trigger warning, like some child loss stuff. That she was pregnant before, and that they decided that the pregnancy, that Grace didn't want to leave the astral plane, and so that they needed to terminate the pregnancy. That they had made,
They touched barely on that in the
yes,
Netflix.
just barely.
They just like glossed over it.
Yeah. But in 2023, they have now actually had a daughter that they also named Grace.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
When kids get involved, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But, yeah, and it's so sad too because it's like with some of the past people and part of in the
Cult
group, yeah, they like this young girl who like they highlight on the Netflix special, like this man had started talking to her on Facebook and
who he was a part of the group too.
and, yeah, and Jeff was like, "You've been talking to someone, who is it?" And it's like, "Oh, it's John." I don't remember.
Josh.
Okay, yeah, Josh.
Sorry.
I
It's
couldn't
very
remember
fresh.
what
I
his name
watched
was.
it yesterday. Joshua.
And so Jeff is like, "He's your twin flame," and she's like, "Okay."
She's 19.
And he like had some jail time, and
He
then
couldn't leave Utah or Idaho, one of those. I don't know, some flyover state. Sorry.
doesn't matter.
He couldn't leave the state he was in because he was in current like legal issues. And so she moved in with him
No.
after weeks
of talking.
of
On
talking.
Facebook.
She was 19 years old. Luckily, she's now
She's
out.
out. Yeah.
Oh,
She's
thank God.
healing.
Okay.
She's doing a lot better. She got away from him.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to force that thought into a young person's mind and say, this is it, like, believe it, now go be with him, and you guys you have to be together, like there's no one else for you, so like
That's so sad.
yeah, how horrible.
Well, and to make it worse, like how she got into the group was her older sister,
Oh, that's not uncommon.
who was one of the highest ups in the entire thing. So it also like turned into an MLM.
Yeah.
Into a coaching MLM. Like a life coaching thing. And so her sister was one of the, like basically the CEO of
It's
like,
giving Scientology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very close.
Like new age Scientology.
And they use an exercise that is also, it's called mirroring.
Yeah.
That is also used in Scientology.
Yeah.
You can tell he definitely pulled a lot of stuff from
Yeah,
other.
'cause they're never creative. They take something from other people.
Did they talk about it in the Netflix one? Yes, they did. He made them once the Vanity Fair article came out.
Yeah.
Because so Vice got the drop first.
Yeah.
But the journalist who did the Vanity Fair article is who is the main subject of the Amazon Prime docuseries. It's like her documentary. She actually like went to their house in Michigan and interviewed them in June 2020.
Like when they were popping off.
Yes, she got Vanity Fair to agree to let her go.
Whoa.
To go basically quarantine with them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's some
I
journalistic.
didn't know that.
Yeah, they get really into that in the Prime. Well, because so the other one, there's one, they would encourage you to like break up marriages if you this is before they started pairing people off.
Yeah.
Originally you could come to them and be like, there's this person that I believe is my twin flame, and they would confirm it or not. And so like there was this one girl who they had confirmed her one true flame, and it was an ex. And so then he ended up getting a restraining order. She ended up actually going to jail for a month because she ignored the restraining order because Jeff told her to.
Yeah. They're like she's like, he doesn't want to see me. Well, you just need to
keep going.
Like, you need to present yourself to him because he needs to see that you're his true flame. And so, like, even though there are these obstacles, like, you have to keep going.
Oh, no. I don't like that.
Yeah, they would encourage people to, like, and of course they deny all of this. And it's like there are over 600 hours of their classes. Also, people were paying for these classes, which was a part of the MLM aspect of it.
And also why they turned into a church.
Yes. So that they could avoid taxes.
I hate this country so
much.
The highest level of classes that you could pay for was $8,888 a month.
A month?
Mm-hmm. The lowest level was $111 a month.
$5 a month on Patreon, and we won't make you break up your marriages. There's no calories. All you get is fun and frivolity.
Yeah.
We won't make you sleep with 19-year-olds. What?
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as you were explaining that, I was going back into my brain when I was like 17, 18, watching my Christian friends starting to date, and the way their parents handled dating back then, which is funny because our entree episode is about love lives and dating. The way their parents surprise. The way their parents handled dating back then, it was like, if you touch them, this is your person
forever.
For forever.
Yeah.
And if you touch them and they're not your person forever, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Straight to hell. Crazy.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
You wear sweater, straight to jail.
You undercook chicken.
Straight to jail.
Undercook. Straight to jail.
You wear glasses, straight to jail. We're going to go watch Parks and Rec now.
Or Twin Flames.
I don't know if I can handle that.
No, it's a lot.
It's a lot. As soon as you put kids in the mix, I don't know.
The kid thing though is like at the very end. Like it's so glossed over.
But that's what worries me because that means it's happening in real time right now, and that poor kid is like, yucky.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Twin Flames, we'll keep you updated.
Please don't join the Twin Flames universe.
Yeah.
Just don't join cults. They're not good for you.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, evidently.
Apparently.
Well, when in isolation.
Community, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And that was the thing, especially
$5
watching
a month.
Especially watching the Prime version. There was one person that they interviewed in the Prime where I was like, I related to her so deeply.
Yeah.
And was like, yeah, I can so see why she got sucked in. And it was I was like, because they said all of the right things to her.
Yeah.
They said all the things of like, we'll show you where to find connection. Well, we'll make sure you feel seen and heard. We'll walk you through your trauma. We'll help you clear all of that. And
was the fact that they were in a successful relationship part of their selling point? Like, we found each other, you can find each other.
Yes.
That makes me the saddest. And I feel like Christian couples do this a lot too, of like, well, we found our Jesus partner and now we can help you find your Jesus partner. Like the compare and contrastness to like in vulnerable situations to make people who are vulnerable feel like they don't have the keys, but you do. So yucky.
Yeah. I've got all the answers.
Yeah, but you don't.
Pay me all the money.
But then like they didn't, because also every video where they're like interacting with each other is awful.
Were they nasty to each other?
He's a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, she's also very complicit and said some really gross things to their members, but he would literally be like, first of all, he loves cursing, and so he would just like every other word was a curse word. Weird. But he would just like be like, shut up, woman, I am talking and you're done.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yucky.
Yeah. Gross.
On that note,
so if you want to watch the documentaries,
it's Twin Flames on Netflix, and then the other, I think it's Searching for Love or something. I can't remember what it's called. Search Twin Flames on Prime. You'll find it.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm burping up all of my energy acid.
C4 burps.
I need protein. Okay. I think we need to go now.
Yeah.
Let's go eat some food.
We need to eat some food. We need to liven up. thanks for joining us for our appetizer episode where we just kind of shoot the shoot. Can't curse. Shoot
Breeze.
the S-H-I-T. Oh, the breeze. There you go. That's PG.
That's the
nice.
phrase.
That's a phrase we say. If you made it this far, go comment. What did you say?
The tea emoji.
A little tea emoji.
A little tea emoji
or maybe a little flame
in the comment section
Two
of
flames?
the YouTube video or two flames. Just do whatever. Like literally just go share something. Go regram something. Go comment on something.
It can be an ellipses. It literally can be anything.
Help
we
us
make
out.
it easy.
We love you all though.
You want to go trauma dump in the comments?
This is the
Go
place
for
to
I
do
won't read
so.
it, but you can do it.
I'll read it. I'll read
Okay.
them all.
Yeah.
We love you guys so much. Hey, thanks for joining me today, y'all.
Yeah.
My sister by contract.
Kelly.
And my sister by blood.
Halsey.
And I'm Bailey Gabbert. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Kisses. Bye-bye.